Hey, what's up everybody? I am Bnicoletobin, if you don't know that already. And today, hey, what's up everybody? I am Bnicoletobin, if you don't know that already. Now, yesterday I did a poll on Twitter asking you guys what you would like to see next. And as you can tell from the title of this video, tips and tricks for natural curly hair is what won. So if you would like to be a part of these polls that I do on Twitter sometimes, go ahead and subscribe and follow me on Twitter so you won't miss out for next time. Now let's get right into the video. Okay, how we're going to do this is for every tip, I'm going to give you guys a trick to go along with it. So let's get started. Tip number one, guys, is to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. That is the most important thing for natural girls. You have to stay consistent so your hair will continue to grow and flourish and your curl pattern will grow and get better. Now, I had to learn this years ago. I used to cry to my mom because I couldn't understand why my braid outs never came out right or anything. And it was because my hair wasn't trained. You have to train your hair in order to see progress. In order to do that, you have to stay consistent. Now, the trick to this is try new things. Don't be afraid to try new styles and go ahead and do something that you've never done before. Like, I get tired of doing buns, so instead of doing buns, I try different things. Or like for my low ponytails, I don't want to do just like a simple low ponytail, for example. So today I did something in the middle, so it's not some basic little low bun or low ponytail rather. Tip number two is to always keep your hair moisturized. You never want dry, brittle hair because you know what that leads to? It leads to split ends and your hair being damaged and broken off, and nobody wants that. So always keep your hair moisturized. That is very important. It promotes hair growth and everything else that comes with it. Now, the trick to this is to deep condition your hair with coconut oil. I use coconut oil to deep condition my hair and it works. Other people like to use other different oils, but me personally, I use coconut oil, and I use coconut oil because I can use it for multiple other reasons. For example, I cook with it and I put it on my face and I put it on my body, and it keeps my skin soft and glowing and keeps my face clear, things like that. Tip number 3, you guys, is to deep condition your hair at least once a week. At least once a week. You deep condition your hair, I promise you, you will see a difference. Your hair will grow, the difference in the way your hair feels, your curl pattern and everything, because of course you're keeping your hair moisturized, taking care of your curls. So deep condition your hair at least once a week. Now, the trick to this is make doing your hair a part of your plans. When you have natural hair, you can't just wake up and go because you have to do your hair. So natural girls, you all know the struggle. On Sundays, I don't really do anything. So on Sundays, I make that the day that I use to deep condition my hair. So I'll wake up, get in the shower, wash my hair or co-wash it, whatever I need to do. And then I deep condition it and let the conditioner or the coconut oil or whatever sit in my hair for a couple of hours and rinse it out when I'm ready. And once I'm done, my hair is softer, it has shine to it, and it's clean and it feels fresh, and I'm good. Tip number 4. Tip number 4, you guys, is to try not to sleep in your styles. What I mean by that is, for example, I always wear a lot of buns and ponytails, and like I said in my last video, they're really tight, so sleeping in them is really uncomfortable, and ultimately it's not good for your hair. So to give your hair a break, try not to sleep in your styles. Now, I understand sometimes people like to do their hair at night so they won't have to do it in the morning, which I do sometimes too. But if you're just being lazy and you didn't feel like doing your hair that night, it's okay, but try not to sleep in your styles. Now, The trick to this is, what I like to do is I'll get in the shower that night, and if I know I'm not doing my hair, I at least wet my hair or co-wash it, and then once I get out of the shower, I plait it down, I put braids in it or I put twists in it so I can sleep comfortably and also sleep with a protective style. So at the end of the day, it's healthy for your hair and not damaging your hair. To the last tip, you guys. Tip number 5 is to always tie up your hair at night, ladies. When you tie your hair up at night, you're protecting your hair from unwanted filth and protecting your ends, so you're making sure that they're staying moisturized so they don't break off, and they're the oldest part of your hair, so you want to protect them and make sure they're safe. So always tie up your hair at night with a satin scarf or a satin bonnet. Now a trick to this is, if you don't like to tie up your hair at night, or say sometimes you forget, go ahead and get you a satin silk pillowcase. If you get you a satin pillowcase, you won't have to tie up your hair and your hair is protected, and it'll be harder for your hair to lose moisture while you're asleep. Now you can get you a satin pillowcase from Amazon, or you can go to Marshall's or someplace like that. We have finally reached the end of this video, you guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and watch my last video. I will put the link in the description box down below if you haven't seen it already. And don't forget to comment down below what you would like to see next, and subscribe to all my social media. See you guys next time. Bye.